know you went on for weeks and weeks and weeks about Ten Hag, the power that he still has, the control he still has. Has anything really changed? Okay. I just want to show you a quote so we can put this one to bed and not mention it ever again. He said after the game the other day, "A lot has been taken away from me in the scouting and recruitment departments. That is necessary. We need a very strong structure in scouting and transfer policy. The club has acquired incredible know-how and knowledge of the market that helps me. Very good signs." He's then gone on to say that modern day managers don't get the control. They don't have to do the scouting and buying. And he alluded to the fact that he's really happy that that's been taken away from him. Can we now all sit there when it comes to Man United and agree that the structure has massively changed?
That's why he's linked to Mazraoui, who worked under him for 4 years at Ajax. He's absolutely brilliant.
I say irrelevant.
How is it irrelevant?
Of course, it's irrelevant. Because I mean, where you know Lenny Yoro, right, and you know like Fofana, and Zubamendi and Ivan Toney. These are also players we're looking at. Have they ever played under Ten Hag?
No, they have never played. But that's not every player that Ten Hag signs is going to be playing under him.
You know Xerxes.
But hold on.
When did Xerxes play for him?
No, but hold on. But if there is half the players or a third of the players are linked to him, that still means he's getting the players that work under him. And by the way, this being taken away from him, it's a good sign for Manchester United. But it still means that he still has a veto. He never said that I don't have a veto. He still has the veto, which is the problem. And also,
again, please tell me again. But you are ignoring the point raised 4 weeks running now. I thought after seeing this quote, you'd back down. No one has said the veto doesn't exist, but the players that he gets the veto from the players that the recruitment team now select as your options. He is no longer doing the scouting and putting the list together. He can recommend people, but if they don't meet the threshold of the Dan Ashworths and the Baradas of this world, they're not put on the list for him to pick from and veto.
Great. Okay, good.
So therefore, can you admit that the structure at Manchester United has changed?
We said that. But you didn't. No,
you sat here and said, and Hassan will back me, Terry, has anything, Habibi, Terry, has anything really changed? Is what you said. He's still got the veto.
You're still linked with players that worked under him.
That's
and he
irrelevant.
Still has the veto.
That's irrelevant.
They got other people to do the scouting and everything. But I'm still seeing the links with De Ligt, with Mazraoui. Why not another right back? By the way, Mazraoui, I don't like Mazraoui, and I don't think it suits Man United at all.
But we're also linked to Frimpong. So when did he play for the manager?
He didn't play, but Casemiro didn't play for him, and he signed him. Casemiro didn't play with him.
So the vast majority. Mo, but you're going down a rabbit hole that we don't need to go down. So the vast majority of our signings before Ineos and the vast majority of our links after Ineos have not played for the manager before. I'm talking about, will you concede? That's all I'm asking. Will you concede that the manager no longer has as much power and control as you once had before Ineos got on board? Will you concede
100%,
that?
Yeah.
Then
100%.
That's fine. Then we're done. That's the end of the conversation.
100%.
That's it. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
We agree. At last,
we agree on
there.
this. I agree. Yes, of course. You hire these guys. You're paying them money to do more scouting, to do more work as everyone else, of course. But I still think he has a hand into picking players,
he does.
The links.
We know that.
But that's my.
But we know he does.
My argument was he was only going to be the coach. That was my argument.
But we know no. Forget that though. Forget what
did you say? What did you say?
It doesn't matter what I said. I showed you. We went through it on the stream on our Straight Fact show. We broke down the 5-point plan that stated that the manager will be able to suggest what positions he wants to have filled. Ineos and their team will create a short list, and the manager gets to pick from that list. At no point forget what fans have said. At no point have Man United briefed the media and stated that the manager will have zero impact, zero input on transfers. What is now happening, though, is we've taken the scouting responsibility and list creation away from the manager. So that, for me, is important because, of course, you want your manager to have a say and have an impact because he's got to coach those individuals. But what you need to make sure is that everybody is passing a threshold. And Ten Hag said it himself. Managers aren't really trained to know how to do that. That isn't their job anymore in the modern day world. And I just wanted to put it out there because I know you've been challenging Ineos around have they really changed too much or not? And we have it there from the horse's mouth. Now, what I want to ask you boys, we're linked to Zubimendi, we're linked to Fofana, we're linked to Ugarte in the middle. Who do you think we should be going for out of? I mean, I want two of those three. Which two of those three do you think Man United should be going for?
Can you, Terry, tell me without explanation first, which one would you sign? If you had to choose one. Before I explain why.
If one of them, I'd go with Zubimendi.
I think you're wrong. I'll tell you why. I think it's all about balance, and it's all about profiles, and it's all about the players you already have. Kobe Mainoo is going to be a starter. Bruno Fernandes is going to be a starter. Those two right there, we're talking about Ten Hag now. We're talking about Man United. Those two are going to start. That's it. Let's just cut the crap. There is no alternative universe. Now, what complements an 8 that can keep the ball, that can dictate tempo, that's good going forward, that you know can dictate play, and a 10 that's creative? You need a 6. And for me, a player that I would take at my football club tomorrow is Manuel Ugarte. And sometimes I feel like us as football fans, we love this pass crap. But not everyone has the Pep Guardiola teams. It's all about profiles. It's all about making people connect with each other on the football pitch. Manuel Ugarte is exactly what the doctor ordered for Man United. He's second in the entirety of Europe in tackles, just behind Palhinha. Athletic, defensive, destroyer, can play lone 6. And all he has to do is literally stop counterattacks, give the ball to Mainoo and Bruno, and let them do all the offensive work. Why does Ugarte have to be ball playing? Why does people just are so obsessed with this shit right here? I think Ugarte improves a whole lot of teams. And I think he's a classical old school 6, which is exactly what Man United need, because they had way too many counterattacks. They conceded way too many chances last season. And I think someone like an Ugarte would actually help limit that massively, because you need balance. Football is about balance. And I see someone see already, it's in the chat, Varela's better. Yeah, but it's about profiles. I would rather have Ugarte at my club than Zubimendi, because I have the same exact thing. Mainoo and McAllister are similar profiles.
Yeah, I hear that. Go on, Mo.
People are trapped into, to be honest with you, some football fans lately have been very, very stupid, and they just think about football in one way. I'm being serious, because people forget, right? People forget. One of the best DMs we have seen in the last 10 years is someone who isn't great on the ball. He have won multiple Champions Leagues, won multiple league titles, is considered one of the best because he did his job perfect and he had the best structure around him to help him do his job without asking him to be that extra guy. People think, by the way, Pirlo was not great defensively and he had the structure around him to help him. Rodri, by the way, has a good coach, has a good structure around him to help him do his job. Declan Rice, right? It's the same. In my opinion, Manuel Ugarte, people are so stubborn about, I want someone who's good on the ball, on the eye. People are so aesthetically now trapped into this thing. I want the aesthetics. Manuel Ugarte can just cut the ball, give it to Kobe Mainoo or Bruno Fernandes, and his job is done. Casemiro was one of the best DMs around the world for a year just doing this. Every now and then he would score a goal. He doesn't have to be a good footballer on the eye to be an amazing footballer. Kante, Makalili, it's tons of them. Gattuso, tons of them around in the history that were very successful. Manuel Ugarte just completes, as Sam said. You guys are so... I don't know what you guys do about football.
He's not good on the ball, but they don't need a good on the ball.
Bro, it's not 5-a-side game, bro.
On that, though, I'm going to defend Ugarte here, though. I've had a lot of people say he's not good on the ball. I went and looked at the statistics, both in the Champions League and in league football. In terms of his passing forward, passing sideways, and his long balls, or diagonal balls, or long passes, better pass completion rate last season than Declan Rice.